Good evening, everybody. My name is Patrick, and I welcome you all to our webinar on data tampering. Today, we have Mr. Anwer Sadath, who will be speaking on the data tampering uh, topic today. Now, in what do you mean by data tampering? Daily, on one way or the other, data are being tampered here and there. Companies have been facing that data are being breached. People take away the data. Data are being leaked out somewhere or the other. So, what by definition, in simple, what does it say is that is the act of deliberately destroying or manipulating someone's data through an unauthorized channel, where a user is not even known. Now, in Anwar's project, he has worked on data tampering for ICSS. He is a CES student of Indian Cybersecurity Solutions and will be speaking more about this topic on this matter for today. So, Anwar, please.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. Okay, guys, let's start. I'll introduce myself. My name is Anwer Sadath. I'm currently pursuing certified ethical hacking from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, and that's a brief introduction of myself. And we are going forward with the topic. So, what is data tampering? It is used to modify or tamper the data on a web application to perform a malicious task or attack. The attack involves modifying application data such as user credentials and permissions, price and quantity of products, etc. by manipulating the parameters that are being exchanged between the client and the application server. It is considered to be simple but quite effective. Like, what do you understand about this? Basically, we all come across data transferring everything in our day-to-day life. For example, when we are purchasing some online products through Amazon or Flipkart or anything, data is transferring from your end to the application web server. So, what data tampering basically means that someone is tampering the data. Like when we are purchasing an item, the value is passing through the channel. So, an attacker grabs hold of that packet and changes it. For example, the value will be like $70, and an attacker can change the value to $7. Okay, that's the brief introduction, and I'll be going to the topic. Okay, data tampering, how it works. There are mainly four types of data manipulation. Data tampering. It's cookie manipulation, form fields manipulation, URL manipulation, HTTP headers manipulation. So, what is cookie manipulation? A cookie is a small piece of information usually created by the web server and stored in the web server. They are used as convenient mechanism to store user preferences and other data, including session tokens. The cookies can be modified by the client and sent to the server with URL requests. Therefore, any malicious user can take advantage of this to modify cookie content. Here's the example cookie. Okay, so here's the cookie. Sorry, here's the cookie, and here you can see that this cookie, the admin is equal to no. So an attacker can access the website as an admin by altering the admin is equal to yes. And we use this method by burp suite, like changing the session ID, and as well as in page source as well. Uh, and next is URL manipulation. So when the URL passes sensitive values through parameters, the attacker can tamper this query string and perform malicious actions. An automated input hack manipulates a URL and sends it back to the server, telling the web application to do various things such as redirect to third-party sites, load sensitive files off the server, and so on. For example, suppose a web page allows an authenticator user to select one of his or her accounts from a combo box and then debit the account with a fixed unit amount. The following URL is requested. So this is the URL. This is a requested URL, and here you can see that the debit amount is 1 from this account, and the attacker manipulates the URL to credit a higher amount to another account as shown below. You can see this is the account number, and the credit amount is 1000. So the money is debited, only one unit is debited, and 1000 units are credited. And next one is HTTP header manipulation. So HTTP header attacks exploit vulnerable websites that handle the value of the host header in an unsafe way. If the server implicitly trusts the host header and fails to validate or escape it properly, an attacker may be able to use this input to inject harmful payloads that manipulate the server side behavior. Attacks that involve injecting a payload directly into the host header are often known as host header injection attacks. Generally, the injection of headers itself is not the final attack, but it's simply one way of being able to access or exploit another issue. For example, a site which is vulnerable to cross-site scripting in the referrer header or in a cookie value could be attacked if an attacker is able to inject a payload through HTTP header injection. An attack would be performed by generating a URL which includes these characters, and the vulnerable server would be embedded with them within the response. Here you can see that uh, uh, this is an example HTTP header. Okay, assuming a string consisting of alphanumeric characters, which may be a username, as you can see, here's a username, such as John Smith, is submitted in the request, and the HTTP response, including this cookie, might take the following form. It's actually validating the username, and in here, if an attacker submits a malicious string such as John Hacker in this HTTP header, and then the HTTP response would be split into two responses of the following form. You can see this. So basically, he's accessing the John Smith's account in a different name. The attacker will have complete control over the second response and can be constructed with any header and body content desired. The ability of an attacker to construct arbitrary HTTP responses permits a variety of resulting attacks, including cross-user defacement, web and browser cache poisoning, cross-site scripting, and page hijacking, etc. Okay, last but not least, form fields manipulation. The form field manipulation occurs when an attacker tries to alter the behavior of a form by illegitimately changing the data sent to the web server. When a user makes a makes selections on a HTML page, they are usually stored as form fields, values, and sent to the web application. These values can be pre-selected using combo box, checkbox, radio button, etc. Free text or hidden. All of these values can be manipulated by an attacker by viewing the source code of the web application. Hidden fields are parameters invisible to the end user, which includes data that cannot be seen or modified by the users by submitting the form, and it is normally used to provide status information to the web application. Suppose a form was used for making a purchase. Here's an example that includes a hidden field. As I mentioned above, mentioned earlier. Okay, you can see that the cost is 700, and the attacker is changing the cost into 7. And I'll show you how it's done. Suppose a form. Yeah. You can access this. You can access this by using page source. View page source. You can change the value. It won't work on all the websites, like only very vulnerable websites. Other than that, you need to use burp suite to change the values. And once an attacker can change this value to 7, and it will cause the web application to charge according to the new amount as shown below, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so I'll be showing you guys how form field manipulation works using burp suite. I'm showing this because this is one of the easiest hack anybody could use. The tools required to perform this attack is an operating system. Kali Linux would be preferred because it will be pre-installed with both burp suite and a browser. That I mean Firefox. So if you require all three of the, if you have all three of these, you're all set to attack a web application. So let's attack a website right now. Okay, as you can see now, I'm on a web application. So here you can see all the products here. There are three products, three, four, yeah, there are a couple of other products. Okay, so I'll be adding one item to the cart. Okay, so you can see the amount here is I have another product as well on the cart, and the total amount is 119.90. Okay, so now we'll start. As this is the burp suit. Okay, so I'll start. I'll turn on my intercept, and here I need to set up the Foxy proxy. And when I turn on burp, and I'll click proceed to checkout. We'll forward this packet, and we'll click shipping. Forward it once again, and right now the amount is 145.96. Okay, and I am selecting PayPal as my method of payment, and here you can see here 49.95 the first value. I will change it to 5. Similarly, I'm changing the next value into 5 as well. And I'm changing the shipping to 1, and I am forwarding the packet, and I am turning off the intercept. So you can see that this is a new amount. The actual amount was 149.49. So after I altered the price, you can see that the price has changed to $11. So I think hope you have all understood how easy it is to attack a website. And now I'll go to how to prevent data tampering. Data tampering can be prevented by the following means. Use a whitelist format for the application's input. Use web application firewalls for utmost protection. Encrypt the session cookies to prevent tampering. If the cookie originated from the client side, such as a referrer, it should not be used to make any security decisions. Avoid including parameters into the query string. So, any questions? I'm not seeing any questions. So that's it, sir.
Well, Anwar, I think it was good. Is there anything that you would like to show more to the viewers?
Can you repeat that once again?
Is there anything that you would like to show to our viewers?
I didn't get you.
No, I'm asking, is there anything that you would like to show to our viewers? Any more work that you have?
Um that's it. And actually, if you want to, I'll show you how to set up the burp suite. How to set up like all the like how to begin the hack. I'll show you. Like
Sure,
I
sure.
think
Yeah,
the
sure, sure.
viewers will get that will help them out.
Yeah, that would better. But that'll be better. That'll be better. Yes.
Okay, one second. Can you hear me, Patrick?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Um, I will show you from the beginning itself how we can set up the hack. Okay. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, like you need to have a Kali Linux to start learning more about hacking and everything. Kali Linux, it is a very useful OS. It has all the necessary softwares. Everything is pre-installed. So the first and foremost thing for anybody to perform a hack is to get to know a vulnerable website. So if you find a vulnerable website, um, I'll show you the form field manipulation once again from the beginning. So if you find out any vulnerable websites, first in Kali Linux, you will say that there will be a burp suite pre-installed. So you can start the burp suite. Okay, close, start burp, and the intercept is off. And the next thing is you need a Firefox. It's also pre-installed in Kali Linux, so it will be very helpful. And the first thing is that you need to install Firefox. I'm Foxy Proxy. Sorry, in order to we are using Foxy Proxy and Burp Suite so that we can grab the session tokens, grab the session, and change the values. There's a lot of more useful uses of using this. We can intercept the messages, intercept the tokens passing through the sessions, the cookies, everything by using the Foxy proxy and the burp suite. It's actually an add-on to the Firefox. When you click this, uh, since I have already installed it, um, it's showing me to remove the option. If you are installing it for the first time, it will show you guys to install it. And once you install it, uh, you need to set up. You have to click options. You have to click add. We could give any name, and the proxy address, the DNS. We need to give the port. Okay, the proxy will be our loopback IP address, and the port you can give your desired port. I'll give 4040, and save. That's it. And once you save this, you need to install the CA certificate. To do that, Okay. You have to turn on for Foxy proxy and type the web address here: http colon slash slash the. And once you enter the this, you will see here the CS certificate, and you have to save it. I have already done that, and after you save that, you have to go to the settings and privacy and security. You will see an option to add yeah, view the certificate, and you can here can import the certificate that you had downloaded. For this is what the certificate will look like, and you have to open it, and that's it. And once we have set it up Foxy proxy, we are all good to go.
Well, I think that's a really nice step up of how to use Booksuit. It was nice having you, Anwar, and thank you for your time
Thank
as
you.
well as your knowledge on data tampering. We hope to meet again next time with with some new topic which you'd like to share to to the viewers of ICSS as well. You can stop sharing the screen. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, viewers.